So this is 140, and we have just 6 persons in on the call. We're supposed to be more than this. So I don't know if maybe we should maybe give them maybe say another 5 minutes due to this slight delay that occurred with respect to starting the class. So I think we should just give a 5 minutes interval and see if others are going to join in, and also go to the group and prompt so that they can also join in as quick as possible, and then we can go on. Yeah, I'm going to send a message to the group right now to ask other people to join in. Let's just give them 5 minutes, okay? So I must say that we have to do better when it comes to attending classes on time. I mean, you guys try for the physical class, right? I must commend you on that. But when it comes to the virtual class, this is the second time though, and coming in, I don't know if you guys have forgotten because of the long holidays that you had. Like call it long holidays. It's been long, I mean, since Monday, and you're now here today, and today is Friday. I mean, the last class we had was on Monday. We didn't have a class on Tuesday. Wednesday was public holiday. And today, yesterday was Thursday, no class as well. But today is Friday. So I expect that we're supposed to be more than this. But anyways, you're welcome. How was your week? How did we enjoy our week, our long week? If somebody should mute and talk to me. Let me be sure I'm talking to you guys and you're hearing me, please. Hello guys, please confirm you can hear me. Somebody should please unmute.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. All right. So how many of us were because I want you guys to give me a brief on what was said so we know how we move forward. How many of us attended I think the webinar was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know. Can't remember now. Who was in the webinar? What brief can you give me about the webinar and what we should be expecting going forward? I call names. Did I pick somebody to unmute and talk? Okay, maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. Akinola has already said something, and his environment is quite noisy. I don't know where it is. I'm going to pick somebody now at random to tell me what you guys heard from the webinar and what we should expect going forward. Gifts. Except you dropped your phone. I expect that you should unmute your mic and let's have a conversation. So gifts, waiting for you. Okay, gift is not there. You have disappeared. Daring. If I pronounce that incorrectly. There are not many, so I expect us.
Good afternoon.
Okay, Amy, good afternoon.
I was not available at the for the webinar, but I asked someone and she said they spoke about remote works and the project, the capstone project.
Okay. So that means you can give me clear details. I want
Yes.
Okay, thank you for. I want someone that was there to give me information so I know that you guys understood what was said and we also know or align on where we're going forward. So I need to know the groupings, how were you grouped, what is the expectation that you're expected to deliver at the end of the class, and what is the expectation that you're supposed to deliver for your project as well. So that's why I'm asking this question. It's quite necessary. So kudos for Amy. Thank you for that. So I'm looking at the next person that I will call. We're just 10 people here out of a class of over 20. I'm happy about that. Nobody wants to talk, happy. Okay. Darren, I was calling you. Please unmute and talk. Except you've also dropped your mic or dumped your phone like that of gifts and gone to wherever. Can you please unmute? Is Darren there? Gift, you're there. Oh, yeah, now unmute and talk to me. Oh, you couldn't hear me before. Okay, you can unmute and talk to me now.
Good afternoon. I don't know if you can hear me, but this place is really, really noisy because of the rain. So I don't think I can really talk that much. But I'm not even hearing very well, Sha. But this where I am is really, really noisy.
Okay. It's raining here too as well, but I think mine is quite lighter anyways. But it's raining virtually everywhere. So okay, it's okay, fine. Gift, you can go on.
Yes, good afternoon. I can hear you now.
Okay, good afternoon. Were you at the webinar?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so just give me a brief rundown.
Okay, the person just talked about working remote work and then time management and then also like the capstone project. They just explained it and then the groupings and the things that they expect from us like towards our project that we are to submit. So that was basically that's like a rundown of what happened.
Okay, so what's the expectation from you and what's the grouping like? You're grouped in groups of how many precisely?
6.
6 groups.
That's the how many groups? I think you're like 9, about 9. I think consisting of like 6 members in each, I think, if I'm right. When my group was 6, particularly for my group.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the expectation for your project? especially you from digital marketing?
What's the word, sorry?
Expectation for your projects.
Okay. We're supposed to like produce like give a product that is feasible, like something that is like people can understand as well, and then what else? Sorry. Yeah, so that's basically it.
Okay. Right. Right. Thank you. Who again is here? Favor.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Favor. Favor, are you there? Or where your eyes also noisy?
Sir. Sir.
Yes. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. So we are at the webinar. We're able to attend. Can you give me a
Yes,
more
sir.
Can you give me a more detailed rundown?
Okay. I only looked at the digital marketing aspect because that's my own field. Okay, what was stated there is that we are going to make use of, as a digital marketer, we are going to make use of digital marketing schools and skills, digital marketing tools like content creation, SEOs, and ads. We're going to do ads for it. We're going to want ads for it. So they just mentioned some digital marketing tools. Why the product design guys we play their part. Why we the digital marketers we play our part. So they mentioned SEOs, content creation, social media marketing, ads, Google ads, social media ads. So that's that's the part I remember for as a digital marketer.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you for that explanation, people. I just need to be sure that we are all on the same page, and that you guys also understand what is expected of you at the end of all of this, right? Again, I've not heard them talk before. Since we have few, let's if your post talk. So I want you guys to be free so that in case you need to ask me anything, you can talk. Miriam Kiola, is where you are. Can you talk? Can you also unmute? And let me hear your own.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I was actually present for the webinar, and we were told we did the what's it called? We're informed about our project, how the capstone project, what we are expected to do, and we're given a sample, a template of what the capstone project is supposed to look like, and they said that digital marketers are to come up with their own campaign, their own strategy, and everything that is expected of them to do. While the product designers are also supposed to come up with the website too. And we also thought one of the speakers also spoke about the remote work success, how to manage your time and how to burn out. It should not just stay in the place, and how to strike a balance between your work and your lifestyle too. So that is basically what I can say for now, what I can actually remember for now about what was being said in the webinar.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Lisadel Craft. Lisadel, yeah, Lisadel Craft. I think we are the last person to have heard from. So
Yeah, good afternoon. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, so I was not around, I didn't attend the webinar, so I don't know what the webinar is about.
Ah,
I was not
oh,
around for it.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. We was expecting that everyone should attend, but it's all right. Since you said you were not around, no problem. Let's just move on then. All right, guys. So, um, please, you know the expectation. So you were expected to, at the end of this whole project, at the end of the whole learning phase, the project guys, product design guys will come up with their products that they have built, and you are expected to come up with strategies and implement those plans to be able to successfully market the project, right? To be able to successfully push the project forward. So that is what you're going to be expected to do at the end of your own learning phase. So it's going to be like a collaboration where you're collaborating with the product design guys and bring this project to life. Okay, and bring a project to life and try to see how you can implement what you have been able to learn so far. So one good thing about um, um any good thing about any of these skills you're learning, whether digital math, although there are some I still feel like every of them still has it, right? But there are certain things that you still have to, you will always be learning even on the go, even after this classes are over, you keep learning even on the job and all of those stuff. But you just need to know the major things that you need to know, the basic things you need to know, and what you need to do to be able to implement um, good campaigns and strategies that can be able to push a brand or a business forward and bring it out to limelight, giving it a good brand awareness, at least for a start. Brand awareness is always very important. And before you can now also move down to getting traffic and getting leads and also driving return on investment for marketing efforts that have been put. Right. So the last time we talked about we're trying to set up Facebook ads manager. We're trying to set up a business account on Facebook and see how we can run basic Facebook ads. Did any of us have the time to try it out on their own? What were your challenges? If you encounter any challenge whatsoever? Because we're still going to look at it because I know that the last time it was a little bit hazy and a little bit, you know, used to a lot of people confused as to where to go and where to start. But we're still going to touch that today, right? And we're going to touch it a little more in depth. And this time we'll take it a little more slow so that everybody can follow up and understand. But was anybody able to try anything and wants to ask a question, experience a challenge, or wants to say something in that regards?
Love
Anybody?
to know, please. I tried it, but my cards were rejected.
Your cards were rejected.
Yes.
Okay, okay. To start with, sometimes Facebook doesn't accept every card. I think I even mentioned that in the class that I used to run ads with my normal Visa card, but then I used to run ads with my normal Visa card, and this is the card I've been using to run my ads, Access Bank Visa card. But recently, I noticed that it was no longer accepting my card, and I don't know why. So I was also thinking of looking into that. but it also depends on what you did as well and what formats you chose when you were trying to pay for the ad. Like if you had gotten to that point of trying to fund your account to pay for an ad, right? So that also can be one of the reasons that might have made um, Facebook to reject your card, right? So that is one of it, I think. But we'll also look at that here, and then we'll also see in class. If we meet in class, you also maybe I might not really understand what you're trying to explain. Then you also be able to explain it to me. Maybe show me what processes you took that might also influence that decision of your card not being accepted. Okay. Aside that, is there any other person? We've increased to 14. Thank God. Any other person?
Yes, I have a question, please.
Okay.
Right. I tried creating an ad, a Facebook ad for someone, but it is requesting I pay in dollars.
It's requesting you pay in dollars.
Yes.
Okay. Still the same money issue now, right?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
So do you okay, I think I'll just show you guys right now. If you who has the ad account that you are trying to use to run the ad for the person? Is it yours or that of the person?
So the ad account is for the person. It is a tutorial page that I'm trying to run an ad for them to publicize their JAMB classes.
That's what I'm asking. So who has the ad account? You know that they can give you access to their ad account, or you might use your own ad account but have an access to what platform are you running from? Facebook? Are you trying to run from Facebook, or you're trying to run it on only Instagram? Are you running
on Facebook? It's on Facebook. On Facebook.
Are you running from your business manager or you're running?
Yes. Ad manager.
Okay. All right. Let me just briefly show us something. So just when it started really seriously, so I have to increase my voice. So
okay, because I cannot hear you very well, please.
Oh, can you hear me now? I have to put my mic close to my mouth. Can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you.
All right, fine. So I'll be sharing my screen in a bit.
Okay.
So that we can all look at this, right? So I'm pretty sure most of us have passed the stage of creating a business account on Facebook. So let's just look at this. You can mute, don't worry. All right, so you guys can see my screen, right? Okay, so this is normally the home page, and this is an asset that is on the account that appears here, right? So when you create a business asset, you have it under your Facebook page. And now this is a business asset that I have on my page. And this might be your challenge where let's just click on this setting so that we can see what the asset holds, right? So now, this is an asset or a business account, right? This is a business account. And you have people, you have partners, you have system users. Then you can see this. We also have accounts and all of those stuffs. Now, for these people, it depends. It's people that have access to this account, right? And you can also add people to the account by adding their email address, giving them access either temporary or permanently. And let's say, for instance, let's just leave this part, right? But this is where you want to select people, you want to add people, and then they are going to send an invitation to them to be able to come and manage this account with you. You might give them temporary access or full access, but that's at your discretion, right? So every business business account stands on its own and needs to have an ad account. The truth is, when you have a Facebook account, you can run certain ads, especially from Instagram, because it's going to be linked to your Facebook account. But then when you create a business account under this business.facebook.com, you need to have an ad account. There's no ad account now on these business accounts that I have here. So an ad account is under a business account. You can see that there is no ad account here, right? If I click on pages, you're going to see pages that are under this business account, under this business assets, which I think is just one page or so, right? The rest, you can manage different businesses on, you can manage the same business on different business accounts, but let's not confuse ourselves. So this is like, I want to say now I say I want to create an ad account. I want to create an ad account, right? If I click on add account, you see create a new ad account. You see to share an ad account. Now, if you're creating an ad account for the first time, which definitely must be the case for most of us who just created a business account, then you have to now click on create a new ad account. But if there's an existing ad account, like you can see the write-up there, that you can move an ad account into this business account once you claim it. So you now claim the ad account. And once claimed, you can't remove the ad account according to what they're writing here. And this is best for when you need to manage an ad account in the same business account as other ad accounts, Facebook pages, or other business assets, right? And this is a request to share an ad account. That means you are not moving, let's say, just like you want to manage those guys, or push an ad for those tutorial guys. You can request to share their ad accounts where they now have to grant you access to their own ad account instead of you moving their or adding their Facebook page to manage it on your own account, on your own business account, right? So you can see here, don't move the ad account. Access is shared with this business account instead. So you just you can see that they said it's best for agencies who need access. So did I click that? Said it's best for agencies who need access, right? To so that is just like you saying adding a page or looking for the page that has the account and then sending them a request. Now, if you're creating a new ad account, which is what you need to do, right? And that is where the payment problem comes in. So after tapping in ad account and putting in an ad account name that you want to put in, say, I want to say hybrid ads, and always select the time zone. It's very important that you select the time zone to be Africa, Lagos, so that the Facebook recognizes that you're running this ad account from Nigeria. So you see, I've scrolled down. I'm looking for Africa, Lagos. This is Lome, Africa/Lagos. This is Freetown, Lome, South Tome. Yeah, Africa/Lagos, right? You select the GMC +1. And then this is where the issue now definitely occurs. Currency. So I believe this is why that account is telling you to pay in dollars, because the currency was not changed. And this thing, if you miss it here, you cannot go back. I doubt that it is possible to go back to change it. So you now select Naira, right? Nigerian Naira is important. that you do that, right? And I think do I want to add this add account? I already have issues with this account, so I'm trying to not to have. But let's just click next, right? And you can see here, the add account will be created and added to the hybrid business account. Summary of changes. You just click on accept, and that is where you want to confirm. And once I click on create add account, it will create the add account. Do I want to do that now? So let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's see. It's going to.
Yes. No, at all. You are free.
Now, see this place. Would you like to add payment info for your account? Add payment info, right? This is Nigerian Naira GMT +1, your location. Click on next. Yeah. So now, this is where it is also important so that you can be able to use your Nigerian Naira card, Naira card to run an ad, right? So this is like creating a prepaid ad account. When we say creating a prepaid ad account, it means that you can be able to run Facebook ad without putting in account details on this place. Naturally, you will feel that you should select this. For the lady that first said she couldn't use that card, naturally you would think it is select this visa, this blah blah blah. No, you need to go down here and click on this Naira payment with MasterCard / Visa, right? And you click on next. I think it's already automatically added that way. Let's see. So a prepaid ad account, now you can just skip this, right? Skip this. Yeah, so this is it. Now, this is automatic that they always give this default amount of 4,005. So you can decide to change it to what you want. Say, let's say, want to say 10,000. We're not depositing this money, right? A prepaid ad account means that you don't necessarily need to put in your card details. You can only it means that you can only run the account if you want to run an ad. It is at that moment you want to run the ad that you now put in your card details into the payment gateway, which is this payment gateway, for you to be able to run your ad, right? So that is why we are trying to see. This is how to create a prepaid ad account, which is very important. Prepaid helps you, just like you not putting any card details there, so you don't have to put the card details, and you just have to pay for the ad only when you're running it, and you can decide to put just the amount that you have set. Like, let's say you said you want to use 10,000 naira to run the ad, right? You have to deposit only that amount that you set to pay for the ad, or that you wanted to use to run the ad. So say you want to use 10,000, you deposit just 10,000 naira, or plus VAT. Of course, they will always charge you for value-added tax. And then you click, if I click on continue, to send me down to this payment gateway being paid you, where I can put in my card details and check the amount, and they will withdraw the money from my account, right? And that way you don't have to necessarily keep your store a card there, right? So you can see Facebook pay you, Facebook that ads. You now put your card details, card number, card name, month and year of expiry. When you put your card details, they're going to show a spot for the CVV, and then you click on pay, and it's going to automatically redirect to your bank. Your bank will now send you an OTP to confirm the payment, and you now insert back the OTP. They will give you, after this, once you click and pass this gateway, you will see a spot to put in your OTP, and then you put in the OTP. I think the OTP is a 6-digit code. And once you put the 6-digit code, they are going to automatically withdraw the money from the bank, and without you having to put your card details. Then the money will now automatically move into your ad account, where you have so we're just going to go back since we don't want to deposit any money yet, right? But this was the process. Now, if we want to know this is the account, right? And we want to activate it from here, which is not so good. My internet connection is unstable. Oh, wow. Please, you guys should confirm you can hear me, because it's raining. You know.
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, all right, thank you. So for the guys that were complaining, I hope you understand.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, fine.
But is it okay if we contact you personally if we have any other issues outside the class?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so now can you see I've just checked the ad account and you can see here that it's showing me prepaid funds, right? So prepaid means all right. Prepaid means, of course, I can always fund the account when I want to fund it. So you can see this account now has 00. So if I add funds, and that is going to show me that particular gateway that appeared while we're trying to create the account. Exactly. So you can see here that it show me 4,500, and that is always the default amount that is there. Whatever you want you to run the ad, you now put it, you switch back to this, and then you click on next. So it's always advisable that you use a prepaid fund account. Using a postpaid, it means that you are really, really ready to dash Facebook a lot of money. I remember when my friend was using a postpaid ad, I was the one suffering because he was using my card to pay for the ads. And what the postpaid does is, of course, we know what a prepaid is, right? Just like, let's just use the simple instance, prepaid meter. People who use prepaid electric meter in Nigeria. Oh, Vivian can't hear me clearly. Aside Vivian, who else can't hear me clearly, please? Vivian says she can't hear me clearly. Can you guys hear me clearly, loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you.
I can hear you clearly.
All right. So, of course, I was trying to explain the difference between prepaid and postpaid. So for a prepaid, just like we know what a prepaid means, just like you say, we can say someone is using a prepaid meter. Prepaid meter means you are going to recharge it just like we recharge. And once the amount of money that you recharge finishes, you stop having light, right? The light is going to cease. Same thing with network providers, where we recharge our phones. What we do is prepaid. So we recharge our phones and we use the airtime that we recharge to make calls. And once the airtime is exhausted, you can no longer make calls. So that's the same thing with these prepaid funds. So prepaid is like you adding funds to the account, and once your funds are done, you are able to, the ad is going to stop running, right? So you have no recent spending. Create an ad. Because I just created this ad account, I have not done anything on the ad yet. I have not done anything on the account yet on this particular asset. You are seeing here, create ad, right? You're seeing tax, business name, tax ID, address, currency, blah blah blah, all of those. You can see that the address is Nigerian, the currency is in Naira, right? So if you make a mistake at that beginning where you're trying to create this ad account and choosing a wrong currency, you go and put US dollars, it's going to be difficult for you to pay for your ads because you'll be required to use a dollar card. And of course, we know that most people do not have dollar cards in Nigeria, although there are companies now that offer you dollar cards. But the last one that I checked, the small dollar that was inside the card the person did not even use it and they finished it. So she, after applying for the dollar card online and getting the dollar card, um I don't know if it's particular to that or to just that particular company. I don't know if there are others that also do the same. I don't even know much of them. But after applying for the card, she was required um fund the account. I think she funded it with about $1. Is it $1 or so? I mean, or more than $1 just for it to be there, right? And now a dollar is 1,000 naira. She now funded the account with $1, and you have $1,000 in the account, 1,000 naira, only for her to see. And the next thing, she was getting deduction. They deducted today, deducted the next day, deducted again. See, they deducted the whole money, the whole 1,000 naira out of it. And she was like, why? She called and lady complained, and they said it's their partners, I'll be the third party partner or whatever. So in order for you to avoid that kind of issue, you don't need that. And then if you have a postpaid account, a postpaid is after running the ad, that is when Facebook will charge you money. It sounds like it's okay, but it's quite funny because they will end up charging you more than, and that is a postpaid that will now require you to put your card details, to store your card information with them. Right now, it will now require them after your ad has finished running. That's when they will start billing you, and sometimes they will bill you. Most times, not even sometimes, they will bill you more than the amount of money that you budgeted to use to run the ad. For instance, when that guy had a postpaid account, I don't know how he did postpaid, and he ran an ad for, I think it was just a week or so. The ad had finished running. He was supposed to spend how much on that ad? And that time I did not have money. And the next thing, I was seeing deduction from my bank account. I said, okay, it's normal. They deducted the first time, deducted the second time, this was like one day they deducted the first amount of money. It was like the amount of money that he put to run the account, the ad, which was his budget. I don't know how he did the ad, which I still feel they charged more, because when he explained to me, he said this is the amount he put that he wants to use to run the ad throughout the ad lifetime, and they ended up charging me more. The next day they deducted another one. After 1 week, they deducted another one. So I had to tell him, bros, please, just go and disconnect my card from that thing. Just disconnect it, just disable it. And I think he even had to deactivate the ad account completely. So it's very important that you don't make that mistake when creating an ad account. Ensure you put it in Naira and not in dollars. Very, 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 very important, please. Very, very important. Is there any, does everyone understand this? You guys understood what I just did? If you don't understand, please ask a question.
Yes, we do. We understand.
Okay. How many of us have created our ad accounts after creating the business accounts? How many of us have? Okay, guys, how many of us have ad accounts? I know that most of us, after that, that day we created business accounts. I showed you how to create it. I'm sure we have passed that, right? Okay, not yet. Okay, one person says not yet. Does any other person have another account? Because that is where we're going to start from now. If we don't have, then that's what we should be doing now. That's what we're going to start doing now. you have an ad account. Favor, are you sure you have an ad account or you have just a business account? This is a business account. I just saw that I just created an ad account under it, right? Okay,
I have
fine.
another
You
account.
have. I'm sure so many people do not have an ad account. So please, if you do not have an ad account, that's what we are going to be doing now. I want us to create ad accounts following these steps I just showed you. It's quite simple. It is very, very simple. But just make sure that you follow the right step and make the right decisions. So let's say we go back home. Right. So this is just a page, not an asset. So you select the business asset. Say this is a business asset. My own is looking quite complicated because you have plenty things, but don't worry about that. That business account that you created on was it Monday that we had our last class, right? Click on it, go to the settings part of it, and then you should be able to see this particular page like this. Hope we all have our laptops and we are trying to follow this step or procedure I'm showing you. I know I'm showing you so that we will do it ourselves. Okay, not the one that you will say maybe you want to write and then you want to do it later. Let's try to do it like now. I know the network is quite bad, but just try. Please use I don't know if you're using a smartphone. If you're using a smartphone, you might have to put your phone on desktop mode, which still barely works on smartphones. It's always advisable that you do it on a PC. So please follow my lead, right? Lisa Dell, the ad account you said you created. Did you create? First of all, let me ask you. Unmute and I've asked you to unmute. Is she there? Hello, Lisa Dell Craft, are you there? Okay, first of all, this one she's not answering. Maybe she's not there, or is it that you guys can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Wow, that means this person has dropped her phone and left.
I can actually hear you. I hear you.
I need to ask a question.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, ask.
Okay, you showed us different payment method in one app. I'm checking my ads account. I'm not seeing that other option by pay you. I'm not seeing it. So
What are you seeing?
I'm just seeing MasterCard where you put your card. I'm not seeing the second option.
Is it a prepaid ad account you have?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Let me check.
Check. So long as you have a prepaid ad account, you will definitely see that pay you option. Check and let me know.
So
You know
how
how
do you know? How will you know it's a
you want how you know it's a prepaid ad account.
how-
Okay, now
Yes,
look at this. Look at this page I am. Click on add accounts, right?
yes, I've
So
done that.
right,
Mm.
fine, good. So let it open up. So this is the ad account. You click on it. Have you seen does if you click on does it come out this way? It might not come out this way too. But look at it, right? And then you click these three buttons and you view payment methods.
Okay.
Now when you click on view payment method, it's going to open the payment gateway where you can add or fund your accounts. Now, this also happens when you want to run an ad as well, right? After the whole process. But if you are running the ad from what they call it, as manager, you have to fund the account first, and this is where you fund it. Now, do you see prepaid funds here? You can see mine. You see prepaid funds. This is
Mine
my
is
ad.
loading now.
Yeah, let it
Okay,
load.
it's loading.
But you should be able to see prepaid funds. If you see, they know that it's a prepaid account.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so the
I'll
rest
let
of
you
us, I
know.
like us. Okay, fine. For the rest of us, I'd like us to create this ad account because that's where you're going to be funding your ads from, right? If you have a client, you have someone who wants you to run an ad, you will need an ad account that you have to fund to be able to run the ad for the person, right? And you can always add your pages. Of course, I'm sure most of us have known how to add our pages to our accounts, right? So if we go back to that particular gateway, that part, right, which is this window, you can see under accounts, you see pages, you see business asset groups, you see apps, you see Instagram accounts, you see WhatsApp accounts, right? And so you can favor you can also go to that place from billing and payments, but I'm sure you're just waiting for it to load. Now, if you want to add a page to this business account, not the ad account, now you can see that okay, let's just go to the top users first. This is the business account, and this is people, right? So this is where you have people who are going to be handling this business account, who are going to have access to this business account. And then you click on add people if you want to add someone to help you manage this business account, to be part of this business account. You can give the person certain access. Who do I add? Let's say I don't think this account exists on Facebook, but let me just say gmail.com. So you see temporary access, you see permanent access, you see, of course, remove from business account on, mean you can remove the person and you put the dates that you want the person to um, get. Okay, this is temporary access, right? If you want to give the person temporary access, you put the date that you want the person's temporary access to expire. And then let's say today is what, September what, 20 what? It's September 29th, I think. Yeah. And tomorrow is 30th. So let's just say I say 30th of September from the calendar. It's supposed to be September 30th. I don't know why it's okay, maybe the short time frame is too short. Let's say October 15th, 2023, right? And then you click on next. This is to add somebody to help you manage the account. Now, Facebook says business account rules are changing. So what is this? People with partial access to the business account can work only on the tax and business assets assigned to them. Basic access, formerly the employee role. Oh, they have changed employee. Before it used to be employee role, it's now basic access. It's the default access that everyone gets when they are added to the business account. So there's the default access, which is employee role. Anybody you add is always added that time when it was called employee role as employee. You can see a C was changed. Full control means everything task is replacing the business admin role. Okay, they have changed their they have changed the things that they give to people. Right, basic access. So usually before you see business admin role, business admin as on the top for someone to have full control, but now they have changed it to everything task. So you don't get confused. Basic access is replacing developer role, finance view, and all of this, right? And you can see here basic is always on default, just like they said. After integration is not clickable. To help keep your business account secure, we recommend you limit the number of people who can control your business. Right? They have certain recommendations. And this is someone that has partial access, right? Since it's temporary, since I selected temporary, it's going to be partial access. So there are a lot of things that are going to be limited automatically. Let's go back and but that is basically if you want to add someone, you just follow the processes. By the time you click on add to business, they're going to still assign business assets. That means assign pages or assets that you want the person to handle. And then you review the invitation if you want to be sure you want to carry out that invitation to invite the person, and then you click on done. Once that is done, the person is going to receive an email notification yeah, mostly an email notification to the email account that is connected to their Facebook account that they have been invited to manage this business account with you, right? Let's say I don't want this temporary access now. Let's change it. Though this account does not exist on what they call it now on Facebook. Now, you see advanced options, and you see finance, view or manage financial information for a business account like transactions, invoices, account spend, payments, limits, right? View only, manage. You can give someone access to what you want. Since it is your own account, you can see all those other things that were on default, not on. They now have options because this is permanent, right? So you can give the person access to this if you want to give them access to that. Full control. This is the most control you can give someone. They can do all the above, assign other people full control and delete the business accounts. People with full control of the business account, formerly the business admin role, it was formerly called business admin role, can manage everything, including settings, and they can also delete these business assets. Now, that means if you're giving sensitive tax, you can see the warning, right? So if you're giving somebody this kind of permission, it means that maybe you trust that person so much, or I don't know. But you should know that the person can also delete this business account, can even take you off the account, right? So you have to be careful. And then you click on next. Next is to assign business assets. And you search by name or ID. Yeah, so you can see now you have to assign assets you want the person to jointly manage with you. This is the other account that is under this business account, and this is the only Facebook page that's under this business account. And you can just click on what you want to click and give access to the person. Say I do this, and then I click on next. It's going to show business assets not assigned. One or more business assets will not be assigned to every user because no tax were selected. Are you sure you want to continue? Say yes. So you can see the access I'm giving this review invitation. And they now require, you're not required to look at it, and after looking at it, you can then decide to send the request. And once you send the request, the person is going to receive invitation in their email to jointly manage this account. Now that is for people. Partners, system users, you might want to skip all of this for now. You might get to understand it much later, but you might skip it for now. Give me a slide. Yeah, partner to share assets with, give them permission to work on your assets so they can help you manage pages or ads, add a new partner, and request assets to work on their behalf, all of those, right? So now this is where you want to add pages. If you have pages, Facebook page, whatever you have, you want to share an existing Facebook page. So you see pages here, right? And there's only one page on this account, on this particular business asset now, this particular business account. So if I want to add pages, I'll just click on add pages, and you can see create a new Facebook page. If you want to create a new Facebook page, you can create a new Facebook page from here. You can claim an existing Facebook page if you already have a Facebook page and you want to move it into this business account. You can request to share a Facebook page. So the Facebook will not move the page to this business account. You can only access the page, like you can have access to the page, and you can be, so you can see that this is best for agencies who need access to their client's page. So we have Facebook advertisement agencies or meta ad agencies that their job is to run ads for clients and run ads for big companies that just outsource it to them. So for that kind of thing, they always have access. They just give them access to the page, to this page, to your business page, and they will be able to run ads from your page and manage your page for you. And let's see, claim an existing Facebook page. Yeah, and you can see here that it says to claim a page, someone with full control of the page must approve your request. Once approved, the page is then moved into this business account. Then people can be assigned to help manage the page, including content, ads, insights, messages, comments, settings, and permissions. So you can see here that it says put the Facebook page name or the URL. So if you have a page you want to claim and you know the person that has full control over the page, or you want to move my page from another Facebook asset to this one, you just simply add the page name, by the page URL here. See, you see, as once you tap a page, it's even going to give you options, and you can see here this page is connected to an Instagram account. Like I told you guys before now, that even if you have, say you have maybe a client who wants to run an ad and they want to give you access to run their ad for them, and they want to add it to their Facebook page or permission to their Facebook page for you to be able to run ads, and maybe they want to run the ad on Instagram as well. They will also be required to give you their Instagram login details, because in as much as the Facebook page and the Instagram page are linked together in one asset, maybe they are linked, of course, I've showed you how to link it, right? In as much as they are both connected, or they are seen as one when because they share the same identity in terms of page and accounts, they are still treated as different entities by Meta. That's why if you want to log into Instagram, you still be required to put in your Instagram password. And if you want to log into Facebook, you'll be required to put in a password for Facebook. And you can have separate password for the both of them. And that's the same thing. They are treated as separate entities by Meta. So what Meta does is if you log into the Facebook page, you have access to the page, but then you will still be required to log into the Instagram account to claim the Instagram account or to have access to the Instagram account so that you can then have it also linked in your own business account to be able to run ads on the both platforms. You can see here that this Facebook page is connected to an Instagram account, so you must claim both together, right? Sorry guys, I think I just clicked on the outside. But you guys are understanding, right? Hope you understand what is going on here. It's not, is it still strange? Let me confirm first of all, so I don't just be talking and you guys are not understanding. Do you guys understand? Do we understand?
Yes, I understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank
It's
you.
making sense, small.
It's making sense, small, Abby. Thank you for understanding. Thank you. So, just like I was trying to do, I'm not going to click this. Okay, I'm not granting access to this, but let's see. So you can see here your request to claim the Facebook page will be automatically approved. Now, just like I told you, right? You can see it here written. Your request to claim the Facebook page will be automatically approved. To claim the Instagram account, you will be asked to log in and authenticate in the next step. So let's say you click this, you agree to Meta Terms of Service and AAU, and you click on claim page and Instagram. Let me see. Now it's going to redirect you to put in the Instagram login details. So you'll be redirected to put in the Instagram login details. Do I have the Instagram login details of this account? This is not the account. Quickly. It's the login details that is going to be problem. But you guys understand what's going on there, so I don't think I'll need to put that in, right? Good. So once you just do that, you can claim, you can have access to the page and have full control of the business account and the page. You can be able to run ads, you can be able to manage what you want to manage on that page, right? So that is simply how to do that. You can add pages. Sultan is raising up his hand. Okay. Sultan.
I have a question.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Now, if a Facebook page does not have like an Instagram account linked to the Facebook page, does that mean that if I try to claim the page, I will automatically just claim it without, there is no Instagram account to be able to just claim the, I can automatically claim the accounts.
Yes, you'll be able to claim.
And I'll be able to do anything on the page.
Yes, you'll be able to run
ads on the page. What if it's not my page? What if I just type any page? So I can just use it for any page. I can claim any page then.
Once you, after claiming the page, someone with full access to the page will still have to grant you access, right? We still have to approve it on their end.
Okay, but from Facebook it is approved already. But if that person does not approve it,
but the person does not approve it. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay. So it's going to be pending. So you will not be able to have full access to it until the person also approves it. So that means because they are protecting the security of their pages. So you don't just claim anybody's business page and begin to use it.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay, does anybody have any other question? Now,
Yes, I know.
okay, go on.
Okay, I have to ask, is it possible to have an ad account without having a business account?
No.
Okay, I'll ask the other one later. So you can continue.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
So, just like you have pages, if you want to claim a page, you can also add an Instagram account, maybe an Instagram account that is on a standalone. The Instagram account does not have a Facebook page that it is connected to, just an Instagram account, because of course there are people that have just Instagram accounts that are not connected to Facebook, right? Of course, you know that even if you want to create an Instagram account today, you can create the Instagram account on its own without Facebook, without connecting it to any Facebook or whatever, right? And even connecting your Instagram account to your Facebook page is still optional, but it's quite necessary most times, right? So you can just add Instagram account from here. Okay, you can add Instagram account. The next is also WhatsApp account. You can also add a WhatsApp account. Since they are all meta technologies, right? You can always add what you want to add here and be able to control your business assets from your business accounts. All these other ones, I think we should not go into them for now. Data sources, catalogs, pixels, brand safety, domains, clickly, block lists, integrations. This is where you have your connected apps. If you have other apps connected to your Meta account, maybe you have an app and all of those stuff. Billings and payments. Yeah, this is where I think we've looked at this, but let's still look at it, right? So it's the same thing with that place I was showing her. So I was showing, I think was it Fever, I was showing how that where she was having issues, where she said she's having issues, right? That account prepaid or whatever. So you can see here that this is the billings and payments method. We have already created the ad account, and of course we made our ad account to be a prepaid ad account. So if you open here, you can still see ad accounts, and you can see this is hybrid ads. You can see which I just created today. Current balance 00 naira. You can see ad funds, right? And this is where if you want to add a fund, it's a prepaid account. So if I click on add funds, that gate will just appear and I can add my fund. So I can even add fund. The only thing is that you can add your fund and keep it. Maybe you don't even want to run an ad yet. Maybe you have a roof money. You just want to fund your ad account and leave it. You're not ready to run an ad, but you just want to fund the ad account and leave it. You want to just give Facebook money and let them hold it for you. You can fund the account and leave it there, but know that it's not refundable. It's going to be there till whenever you run an ad, right? And if your ad now has issues, if your ad account has issues and you place a request, I think when you're trying to appeal to them for an ad account issue, they will ask you for billing information. They will ask for the last 4 digits. Yes, I think they do that. They will ask for the last 4 digits of the card that you put in, and they will also ask for the last amount that Facebook took from you, right? So in case they need to process a refund, I don't know if they will refund, but just in case they need to process a refund, they want to know with for transparency sake. But I highly doubt they will process a refund. Last, what they will do is they will restore back the ad account for you to be able to use it to run your ads, but they are not going to refund you any money. So just that process, right? And then you click on next, and you can go on to do what you want to do. Is there anything here again? Let's click on payment methods. Right, payment methods still shows connection. Okay. No other account selected yet. I don't think you want to go to all these places just yet. So just stick to modify billing or payment information for your business account. Update your role to the finance editor. That's to modify whatever. You don't even want to do that. So you just want to be paying money to run your ad. These are a bit more technical parts of it. Payment activity. This is to see how much you have spent on Facebook, right? Running ads. So you can see select ad accounts. So if I select this, they will show me. They should be able to show me the payments that I've made. I've not made any payments, so I doubt that it's not going to bring up anything, right? So you can see prepaid balance 00 naira, and many transactions, no transactions made. So if you add fund, it's going to appear that you have added a fund. Let me see more ad accounts. Let's see this one that already has some activity that's gone on. So let's see what this is going to show us. Yeah, you can see this other account has had some activities on it. You can see the current balance of 414 naira there. Whoever is by recharge card, just did them. 414 naira. You can see so you can see the transaction or the activities that went on the ad, went on this ad account for transactions that were carried out, right? So you can see that you can see paid. You can see funded. Now this, you can see all these places that are showing failed. So that was when I was trying to fund the account using my own card that I was telling you guys about, that in the card. I don't know why it was not good for going. But when I used someone else's card, it was still the same the same pay you gateway that worked. Still find out why they were not accepting my own card, which is the card I usually use to run my ads, right? So you can see all this field. I was trying it severally and they were failing. So they have a limit to which they show. But this paid ad, the amount they were charging for the ad that was running, right, on the days that they were charging, you can see they are trying to give you accountability. You can see the day I funded the account. I funded it first. I funded with 1K because I was trying to test. When after I started trying to use the person's card, I did not want to just fund full money. I decided to test first to avoid stories that touch the heart. And I funded it 1,000. You can see funded, and you can see here 20,000 manual payment, being the after I confirmed that they can accept the money, and then I funded. And then you can now see how much they were charging for the ad billing per day. This is September 6th, and you can see how much was charged. You can see paid. You can see that on different days they were charging different amounts. Just like I informed you guys that there are days that the ad will bring or drive more results, and there are days that the ad is going to bring that might not bring that kind of results that they got that day. They will charge you a bit lesser, notwithstanding the this thing you choose, whether you choose daily or advanced, what they call the other one, lifetime, right? They will still charge you. The difference is that lifetime, lifetime, they might not display this like it is displayed here, paid, right? They will just charge you till the ad is done, and then they will tell you how much you paid totally for the ad, right? But this was daily. I think this was daily, and you can see that from the daily, they were displaying how much they were charging me per day. You can see that on September 7th, they charged 1,591 naira. And on September 9th, they charged 1,600. On September 8th, they charged 1,483 naira, which was much lesser than what they charge this day. September 6th, they charge lesser, probably because the ad was just starting out, and they charge much lesser for that day. And you can see here, and I think that was when the ad was approved, because usually they take about 24 hours after you publish your ad. Facebook takes about 24 hours to review the ad and then approve, right? So maybe I think that was when that amount of hours that they took that made the whole day. So they took, I think I ran this ad very late in the evening, and they took about 24 hours. So probably till the next day, so they didn't spend much. But you can see how much that the ad was consuming. 1,000. This day they charge up to even 1,633 naira, down like that till the ad finished its performance. So that is what it looks like, right? And so let's go back to the other ad account that we use. This one has been disabled. All right, so guys, I think I've showed you guys. I've showed you a lot. You should be able to navigate through this, right? Sultan is raising his hand. Okay. All right, Sultan, you can ask your question.
Can you
Okay.
bill and payments? Is it for each Facebook page you have to add a service fund, or there is just one fund that's in your business account? Each Facebook page, like on the business accounts,
okay,
do you have to fund each Facebook page, or just want the business accounts to even the money from the business accounts? Like, I'm not sure if that was
Okay, your line is breaking up. I think I hear you. I think I can hear you clearly. Okay, you don't fund each Facebook page. You fund a Facebook ad account. Yep. So
okay,
you can
just
use
fund the
an ad
business
account to run. Yeah. The not even the business account. You're funding the ad account. You can see on this, like
okay.
on this business account, you can have more than one ad account on a business account, right? So you fund the ad account that you want to use to run the ad.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's from that ad account that they will be deducting money
That they
for
will be billing. Yes,
ads.
exactly. Yeah. So that's where they bill the money from the ad accounts. Okay. Lisandel Craft, are you here now? I want to be sure that she was the one. She was the one.
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you, and it's not your fault. It's because where I am, it's kind of noisy.
You can, okay, but you can
Yes,
hear
I
me.
can hear you. I'm struggling
Even if
to. I'm
barely.
putting my phone in my ear to hear you.
Wow. Okay. All right. But hope you're seeing what I'm doing.
Yes, I can see this.
Can you see what I'm doing? Can you?
Yes.
Are you following? Because I
Yes,
know that
yes,
you were
I'm seeing
you were
this.
telling me something about running ads for your business.
Yes, sir.
Abi, were you not the one?
I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm looking at the screen.
Okay, good. So you're following. So when you want to create your own ad account, so you know what you're doing, so you don't make mistakes, right? All
Yes.
right. All right. To those of us who have not created the ad account under the business account, I want us to do it. I really want us to do it like ASAP. So we are going to take this is 309, just in case you find difficulty. I want us to take like from now till 3:30, right? I want you to um, create an ad account following the whole structure I just showed you, and also link up your Facebook page, whether the page is linked to a business, to an Insta, or link up your Facebook page or the page you created, or your Instagram page to the business account. Right? I'm sure that most of us already created the business account, which is the one that when you type business.facebook.com/overview, and then you log in with your Facebook account, and then you create, that is the business account, right? You can still create another one from here, but they have a limit, I think 3 or so, or 2. I think 2 business account on one pay on one Facebook account, or something like that. I have to confirm. But I'm sure most of us already did that part, that aspect, because that's what we did on Monday, right? I know that that one was quite simple for everybody to understand. That's why I had to go back so that we can be able to understand this one in bits. So I want us to create the ad account under a business account. Then we will now look at how to run an ad. Running the ad is there, right? But let's have the ad account first. This is ad account settings. Some of these ones, billing information, and account needs. So from now till what's the time? This is 11 already. I've already spoken for 2 minutes. From now till 3:30 or thereabouts, I want you guys to just do it. If you have any issues, just let me know. I'm waiting for you guys.
So you said from now to 3:30.
Yes, 3:30. It's not break, it's for you to create this ad account. And break is not
Okay.
now, but this is just for you to just do this. Create an ad account and link up join connect a page with that Facebook page, with that Instagram account, following the processes that I've just showed you guys. Yeah. All right. I'll click on continue. Okay, now you're saying sales campaign. You can always change the campaign name, and you can always change the campaign name. Yeah, I don't have a business with that, so I'll leave it. Now so now we have here special ad categories. If you're running an ad for credit card offers, auto loans, long-term financing, if you're running an ad for job offers, internship, professional education programs, or other related opportunities, employment, if you're running an ad for a real estate listing, homeowners insurance, mortgage loans, most of these ads are mostly applicable to maybe people in the US, but you are advised that if you're also in any of these categories, you should click it. Social issues or elections, politics, you should always click it so that you don't have to problem with Facebook, because if they find out that maybe you're running an ad in any of these categories that you boycotted, they will feel that you're trying to boycott their process, and they might flag your ad account for that. This is most times always on default. Yeah, auction for sales is always on default. We've already selected the campaign objective to be sales, so that's why you're seeing sales here. You can decide to change it, but that's if you want to change it, but we chose sales, so let's leave it as sales. Right? Use catalog, we don't have that. Create extra details, we don't want that. Advantage campaign budget. Advantage campaign budget will distribute support across currently delivering ad sets to get more results. So this is if you want them to, if you click on it, right? Now, advantage campaign budget might be useful certain times, right? Most times, actually. So it means that Facebook will distribute the amount of money that you're willing to spend on the ad. But there are some times that it might not really work. Maybe you're running multi advertisements. Maybe you want to run more than one ad at a time, and you want separate amounts, or maybe you want to do testing and you want to know how much each ad will cost. Maybe you want to say, okay, you want this ad to run with 10 times, you want to run with this amount, and you want to see the results that each of them will bring, so you know what you are going forward with. Then you might need to turn this off. If maybe you want to run an ad and you want Facebook to just use your money to the best of the advantage, then you can click on this. You can see I've run the campaign budget, advantage campaign budget. Most times you run ads, you mostly be using this advantage campaign budget, right? And you can see daily budget, you can see lifetime budget. So let's click on lifetime, and we have here lifetime, meaning the total amount that will be spent 139,000. So I don't want to spend that amount. I want to spend 10,000 naira for the ad, and I click on 10,000. That's 10,000 again. So I click on 10,000 naira. It should rotate and give me, supposed to update this, still showing me 1,300. Now, highest volume campaign bid strategy. So you can see you won't spend more than 10,000 during the lifetime of your campaign. Automatically, it will always tell you this. You spend more on these with more opportunities and less on these with fewer opportunities, right? We talked about this last time, so this is to ensure that you also get refreshed on this. And you see highest volume, get the best results for your budget. Cost per result, we'll aim for a certain cost per result while optimizing the volume of results. Most times you don't want to click all of these other options, pick up. So you just want to leave it at highest volume, like, right? Let them get the most results for your budget. This is mostly advisable, always advisable, self. So then to get the most results for your budget, so Facebook will deliver your ad and help you get the best result. Now let's see, show more options. Ad scheduling, run this ad, run ads all the time, run ads on the schedule. So if you want to run ads on the schedule, you click on schedule, run ads on a schedule. It means they will schedule the ad. Specific schedule within each ad set. So if you have more than one ad set, maybe you want one to run now, you want another one to run later, you want it to run today, you want it to run tomorrow. So I'll just tick this off. I want the ads to run all the time, right? So I'll take that off, and then I'll go to, because you don't know when you don't even know when people are scrolling their phones. It might even be at the night. So you click on next. It's going to take you to the ad set, right? You can now name the ad set what you want to name it, and you can decide to call it maybe how you want to run more than one ad set. You want to be able to identify them, name it. Now I decide to name this. I will asset, right? Maybe all you want to say October sales, October sales. Let's see, October sales assets, right? And the conversion location, you see website, and the rest are not ticking. Maybe because we don't have any existing load by the way. So the only page that is here is the other page that does not have an Instagram link to it, but just for the purpose.
Network.
I think the network has kicked him out.
Yes, network kicked him out.
Guys, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I can.
I hear you.
Sorry, I'm gonna nervous. Okay, so back to share my screen. Where is that spot? So I choose 10,000. Let it share. And yeah, you can see here conversion location.
Yes,
That's
we can see it.
where you want to drive the sales. So you can see website. They are not letting me tick all of the tick app and website and app. So you see website, you see messaging apps, you see calls. So let's say we want to drive sales to our messaging apps, say the Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp. You just tick on this. But you can see that they're telling me that my budget is too low, that my campaign budget All errors have been resolved. Okay. Assets using lifetime as the budget type must have an end date. Enter an end date that's more than 24 hours. I've not even gotten to that yet. So, oh, they even gave me more pages, right? So you can see now that they have, if it was websites, they're trying to tell you here that the cost to drive sales to a website is more expensive than driving sales to messaging apps, right? I think that warning will still appear again. But they're telling me are choosing lifetime as a budget, blah, blah, blah. So if it was a website now, you have to install the Facebook pixel, the meta pixel to your website so that Facebook can be able to, so you can see the meta pixel is required to publish, set up your pixel, blah, blah, blah. But let's say we want to run to messaging apps now, right? And they're telling us that ad set using lifetime budget type must have an end date. We should enter an end date. We are not yet here, so it's down here. We are coming to that. Also, we have messaging apps, and you can see that this particular account has the Instagram. This is the Facebook page of this account. It's connected to Messenger and Instagram. And if I decide to add WhatsApp, it means that if we run the ad, this person will have messages on Messenger, we have messages on Instagram, and we have messages on WhatsApp. Now, if I want to run on all those three places, that is where we'll come particular coming down to that. Let's say we want to run to all of these three places. We want to add to get to these three places. This is going to not show anything. Let's click on show more options when you get charged per impression, and then we schedule the ad. So we ad is at 4:10, which is already a backdated time, and say we want it to be, you have to choose a time that is above the time you want. So you say, let's say 6:10 p.m. and we choose the date we want the ad to stop. And let's say we want it to run for, today is 29th. We want it to stop on the 7th of October, right? And we choose an end date. Now, you see that the error has changed now from campaign ad sets may get 0 results. Based on how you set up this ad set, we recommend trying the following to avoid getting 0 results for your campaign. Expand your audience, and you can also increase your campaign budget or edit a different assets. So they are trying to take our money. Their major goal here is that you should increase your campaign budget, right? And they say, based on how you set it, we recommend may get 0 results, may. But from this audience, we can see that the audience here is over 33 million people, 33.8 million people to this amount of people, right? And that is if you want to leave, you see advantage audience, meaning our ad technology will automatically find your audience. If you share an audience suggestion, we'll prioritize audiences matching this profile before searching more widely. Right now, I think this is on default. You can decide to give them audience suggestion, right? Which is what we will do. But this advantage plus audience is automatic. And then you can also add custom audiences. That is like a different thing altogether. That one is you can always set that on Facebook. You can set custom audiences, maybe people that visit your website, that visited a certain page on your website. You can set now custom audiences means people who already interacted with your business, right? So you can do people who have interacted with your website, people who have visited your Instagram page, people who have visited your Facebook page, people who spent so and so amount of seconds watching your video on your Facebook. That's for people who have interacted with your business. That is what the custom audience is. But that is like a different section of this, right? So you don't get too overloaded with information. Then lookalike audience, you just need to know what they mean. Now, lookalike audience means Facebook will now, which means reaching people on meta technologies who are similar to your most valuable audiences. So lookalike audience means, okay, Facebook, using your algorithm and your technology, make this ad or use this your ad to reach out to people that seem like my audience, right? So Facebook will now use the algorithm to push your ad to people that looks like your audience. So they are not necessarily your custom audience. They're not necessarily people that have interacted with your brand, but okay, these people, this just like you say, oh my, I see somebody will resemble you. Person resemble you, but the person will be you. So Facebook will now do people will resemble people we don't view your business, right? So that is what that lookalike audience is, and we don't have that, and we are not even touching that yet. So location, what is audience control? See, set criteria for where your ads will run. What was that pop-up that came up? I wanted this to see it. And you see, with advantage plus audience, our system searches within this criteria for a more specific audience to, yeah, because that's advantage plus audience, right? But we want to edit the location. Maybe Nigeria is too big for us. We don't have, say we are a business, we don't have the ability to, we don't deliver nationwide, we only deliver within a particular state, like we are now, say we are in Lagos, we don't want to do Lagos. If you are in, you deliver to other countries, you can decide to add Nigeria, you can also add, that's Nigeria. You can also add, say you want to deliver to Ghana. Right. I think it's just one audience. Now, include all areas, exclude cities. But let's say we are a business, we don't go far. We are only in Nigeria. And we want to target people who are within our own vicinity. So I told you guys last time that usually this before you could, so you see, please add a location for your audience or use a custom audience. Now, if you're using a custom audience, you might not need to add location because you want Facebook to show your ad to anybody that has interacted with your business. So wherever they are, the ad is going to get to them. But for this one, they are saying choose a location, right? Now, before this used to be rich people living in or recently in this location. And before this used to be, you can select from a drop down, you can select people living in that location. You can then select people living in or recently in this location. So it was different, right? But now it is default that you have to select people living in or recently in this location. So that means people who visited the location and have left will still see your ad. So let's say we want to target Lagos, or let's leave Lagos now. Let's remove Lagos from the picture. Let's say we want to target Port Harcourt. Now let's do Port Harcourt, right? Let's say we target Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria. You can see Port Harcourt over the road or so back. You can see Port Harcourt, Tubibo, Port Harcourt, Lilimipuri, Port Harcourt, Aba Road, different locations. But let's say Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria. I want us to look at something here. You can see the population of Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria. You can see 1.5 million to 1.8 million as the estimated audience. Right. Now let's change Port Harcourt. Let's select Lagos. Let's see if the audience will still be the same. Now let's say Lagos, Nigeria. You see the difference? You can see Port Harcourt had a smaller audience compared to Lagos. And you see Lagos here has 9.5 million to 11.2 million, right? So
For Lagos now, because of the amount of audience, now depends on the ad you're running. Sometimes there are some ads that might determine that you might not need to really push down to interest. Maybe if the audience section is small, just like we had that of Port Harcourt, it was quite small, right? And we don't want our ad to reach not very few people. We want it to reach as many people as possible. We might not really tailor down the interest so hard. But you see, Lagos is a bit more broad. You can see 9.5 million to 11.2 million people. That is very broad. Fairly, they said fairly broad, right? So that's, you can see that different locations have different size of audience. Now let's pick another location. Let's say we want to target only people in, say, Ibadan. I don't know. Let me see. Now let's say Ibadan or your state, Nigeria. Let's see what the audience size will look like. You see 2.9 million to 3.4 million, right? And that is for a 25-mile radius. Now, maybe we are a business that does not travel so far. We cannot deliver so far within Ibadan 25-mile radius. You want to cut it down to maybe where you feel maybe you want people to visit your store. You don't want people who are very far away who cannot visit your store, or you want where you can deliver. You don't want somewhere very far away that your delivery will not get to. You can also ship this down. So let's say maybe 15 mile, maybe 15-mile radius, and let's see what the audience definition will look like now. You can see it has streamed down to 2.9 million to 3.4 million people, right? Because we have reduced the range we want it to get to. Now, for the age, let's leave that button, right? Then we'll come down to age, and you now select edit, and you now change the age. Of course, definitely you change the age to whatever age you feel is peculiar to your brand, especially people that you want to target an age that has purchasing power, right? I know that these days a lot of young people have money that they can spend. A lot of young people have money that they can spend, right? So, but the minimum age is 18. But if you want to choose maybe people that have more purchasing power, people that can take decisions ASAP on their own, you might want to go from maybe 20. That even depends on you. I mean, it must not be like this. You can choose 20, you can choose 22. You can choose whatever age bracket you want your ad to start reaching from. You can see audience has churned down now to 2.7 million to 3.2 million people. And now let's say we want to reduce this to so we want our ad to get to only people who are between 20 to 55 years. Say 55 years. Right. So it has reduced again from from the amount it was to now 2.4 million to 2.9 million people, right? Because we have reduced the age. If we increase it to say 60 years old, it's 2.4 million to 2.9 million. Let's see. It has now increased from 2.5 million to 2.9 million people, right? So gender, I don't know, depends on what you sell. You might want to choose men, you might want to choose female. You might even want to leave it in all because certain times maybe you are selling just mostly products. Well, of course, you know that there are products that it is mostly only the gender that uses our products that we purchase it or that we have need for it. But there are products that maybe you sell that maybe you know a husband will want to buy for his wife, a girl will want to buy for her girlfriend. So you might want to just leave it in all. But if you know that it's going to be, it's not the kind of thing that maybe they want to buy to surprise them, maybe you sell only female skincare products, or you sell maybe female panties or stuff like that. You might just want to leave it at just women. You sell things for only men, maybe you sell men items, men drugs. If you leave it at only women, definitely it's going to reach more women. Men will still see your stuff, but the algorithm will want to process it to more females, right? So we just say we leave it at all, and then you come to interest. Now that is where you break it down. That is where you now select which I mean, if we break this down, the audience is going to reduce a lot, a whole lot. So maybe you might not want to drag the interest to be too low. Maybe you sell clothing, you might want to pick stuff like fashion. So you see fashion editor, fashion advisor, fashion journalists, fashion design. This is people who are interested. You always look at this place, right? So this fashion editor is a job title. So they are showing you that there are people that bear the job title as fashion editors online. What are they going to buy from you? That's the question. So you want to know, do you want people with the job title? Do you want people who are employers? You see fashion over employer. Maybe that is a business. That's a business on its own. That's what you're seeing employer. You see fashion journalist as a job title, fashion director, job title, fashion merchandiser. You see fashion accessories, right? And that's an interest. So that's people who are interested in fashion accessories. So you see street fashion apparel. Maybe you sell clothes that are for the streets, that's an interest. You see fashion design as an interest. So I might want to pick fashion design. I want to pick people who are interested in fashion design. Let's see. You can see that the audience has reduced to 559 to 500,000 to 658,000 people. And the more you keep dragging down your interest, the more your audience reduce. And that is because of the location, right? If it's a place like Lagos now that has a very large population, right? You will want to tailor down your interest more. For this now, we might not be able to tailor it down so much because we want the ad to reach plenty people, and that also depends on your goal. But then you know that this is the work of numbers, right? How many people are in Ibadan that are within this age group that use smartphones and that are going to be inclined to buy from you? So you want it to be more wide to reach more people. So anybody that's not interested in it, jump and pass, right? But for larger audience, you need to trim down the audience to the interest because this interest too is very, very important. That's like where people buy from you, right? That is where you want your ad to reach people that actually are interested in your product. In as much as the interest is important, it's still important to reach a large number of people, right? But let's say we are more interested in interest. We have selected fashion design. We want to select fashion accessories. We select fashion accessories because, of course, people who are interested in fashion design are also somehow interested in fashion accessories. And the audience will reduce again to 900,000 to 1.1 million. And okay, now we want to say, okay, did it increase? I think it increased because we added another interest. So let's say we are dealing with young people who like the video. So let's add the video. And it's increasing. Now it's increasing because we are adding more interest, right? So it depends on the situation sometimes. And let's say we also want to add, it depends on the situation and the location, right? So now we are adding more interest and it's also increasing. There are times that you might add more interest and it's churned down. So it depends. What are we adding again? Added fashion design, added fashion accessories. Let's add lifestyle because people in fashion might also love lifestyle. So you see luxury lifestyle, that's websites, interests and interest. But lifestyle branding, lifestyle brand marketing, lifestyle apparel, interest. What is our interest, social concept, niche? You can scroll down, if you do not see what you're looking for there. Say, and I maybe want to add it as, let's pick something outside interest now. Let's just pick lifestyle first. And then let's go to something that is not about interest that maybe has to do with behavior. Let's say something like what's the time? 4:28. Oh my gosh. Let's pick something like fitness. So let's pick say fitness consultants. And let's see. So you see that goes on to that demographics, work, job title, this is interest. They're all under demographic. There are sometimes you pick some those classify it as behavior, right? You can see demographics, interest, or behavior. So there are some that you pick and to follow that behavior. These ones are interest, this one is demographic, this one is interest. I'm looking for the one that falls on that behavior. I think something like where they visit, like websites now. If we pick something like a website, it's going to fall on that behavior. Let's say, let's go back to that fashion again. I think I saw one that has websites attached to it. It's still on that interest, fashion blog websites. There are some that you will click now and they will send them into you as behavior, right? So let's just leave it at this, right? So now, advantage plus placement and manual plus placement. So this is where Facebook are going to place your ad, where they're going to place the ad to run. If you select advantage plus, because we want, since we selected Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, right? I will leave this on. Yes, you asked me why, right? So I will leave this on because I want my messages or my traffic to come from every available channel that I have selected. So I want to leave it on so that Facebook will place it where they feel will maximize my budget, right? But maybe I want to run my ad on only one place, maybe one platform. I want to get maybe only Instagram. Then I'll select manual placement. Even if we select all of this, sometimes you can still select manual placement to select where you want your ads to run, right? So you can see manual placement now. You see platforms, you see Facebook, Instagram, audience network, messenger, right? You can now decide to deselect the one you don't want. Sometimes you might want to leave it advantage plus. Sometimes you might want to turn it off and say we want it to. I think everywhere that they already put the results, the ad is good for me though. And let's say show more options. This one is to select mobile devices where you want it to be. I don't want that. So let's say we leave it at this, or let's say we don't want it to show an audience network. You know, it's going to reduce the amount of people it's going to reach to as well. So when you cut out the audience, it might reduce the people that the ad might get to. So you always pay attention to this other part to see your ad. You see that my audience is no longer broad. They have shifted it to my audience is now defined because I've been able to define my audience. It's always very important that you define your audience for Facebook. It should always be at least defined. Even if it's broad, it should be very fairly, slightly, right? But defined is always the best part of it. And we come down here. What is this? You don't have any block lists, right? What is this one? Not selected. Exclude all live videos from Instagram stream and video ads. So maybe you want to exclude live videos from Facebook in stream ads. From Facebook video in stream ads, you want to exclude that, but you just have to leave that. You have already 5 time spent. And you click on next, right? Yeah. So you see here now that we have Facebook, we have already selected it to run on Facebook accounts, to run on Instagram accounts. Now this is where you create your ad. You now see create ad or use existing posts, right? They will always give that option here to either create the ad or use existing posts. So that you now put your ad creative. So if you have the ad creative, you have a video that you have done, you have made for the ad, you come to add media, add the video. It's going to show the, let's click on this, right? I don't have video to add though. But you can see this is already existing videos that are on this Instagram page. If I wanted to use any of them, I would have simply clicked on use already existing posts. So I'll go to upload, and when you click on upload, if you don't have any of the videos here, you go to your system, select a video, and upload it. It's going to come out here, and then you select on the video, right? So let's say I've uploaded the video. Let's say I select this one, and I click on next. And it's going to show you, this ad will show up on certain placements you selected or maybe automatically crop to avoid this, crop or replace the video. So it's showing you how the ad is going to show on certain placements, and it's telling you, it's just a warning that it will not show up on certain places that you have already selected, right? Because of the aspect ratio that that particular platform accepts, right? So let's cancel this. But this is what the video looks like, right? And is the ad creative. Preview not available. I'm not going to display preview of this video ad. Why is that? But you can see the placements. You can see how it's going to show on various placements. You want to have a look at it, and maybe you also want to tick off some parts if you feel like. So if you want to go back to anything, maybe you missed out something, you want to go back, you can go back. You can just click on, let's say I want to go back to this part, October sales ad, where I set up my ad set. I'll just click on the ad set. You can see it has taken me back. And if I want to maybe turn off Instagram, maybe I want to turn off Instagram and WhatsApp, I'll just go back there and turn it off. And I want to go and change my detailed targeting. I want to change placement. Maybe I want to change placement. Maybe I come back here because I've gone there, I don't see what I want. I come back, maybe I turn off audience network, I turn off apps and sites, which is already off, and you want it to show on video feeds, stories and reels, instant in-stream ads and search results. So I will just leave it at that then. And then maybe I'll now go over to the next again. And sorry guys, this class is ending soon. Yeah. So we have ads now this way, preview not available. Right. Okay. So that, remember this, I told you guys, multi-advertiser ads, they said it's recommended. But if you're running a sales ad, I will advise that you turn it off, because it's saying enabling this may increase your ads exposure to people in a shopping mindset. By allowing these ads to appear alongside other ads, alongside ads from multiple businesses, right? So this means they will show your ad to people with alongside other businesses. I think I mentioned this. I think I even had a class yesterday. I also mentioned this at the class I taught yesterday. You need to turn this off because it means they will show your ad to people to alongside other ads. So, like I said last time, if you have a product, you're selling your product for 10,000, another person, your product displays for 10,000. Maybe somebody likes it, is interested, you didn't click on it yet, and the next thing, another ad swipes on the screen, same product, the person is selling for 7,000. You have lost a customer, right? And you don't want that. So you can see where this ad is going to. You're saying you have 14 placements, so it's going to be placed on 14 different places. So maybe you want to turn this off, this multi-advertiser ads. So you want to turn it off. It might be an advantage, but I'm not going to advise it, right? So you see here, use the existing post, create ad. We have already passed that. Now this is where you put your text for the ad, the primary text, and then this is where you also select the headline. Primary text is the text that they will read on the ad, which is the ad creative. I advise that you always take your time to create your ad creative. Right? This is the headline that you want to see on the ad. You select your headline, type what you need to type, make it attractive because your headline is very important. I think it has a limitation of characters, so you should work with a limited number of characters. I'm not so sure how many number of characters that is, but I know it has. But make your ad headline to be attractive enough, because that's what will make people want to, aside the creative, maybe the video that you put out. This is also very important because people want to know, people want to see what will reel them in. And then the primary text, you tell people what your ad is about. The description, you write description about the product or the ad that you're running. Is almost like primary text, right? Primary text is like the text that appears after the headline, and then this is the description of your ad. And then you come down here and select your call to action button. So you can see a range of it. You see learn more, order now, apply now, book now, contact us, get code, send message, play game, sign up, subscribe, shop now, whatever you want to be as your call to action button, you select it there. So maybe I just click on contact us. Yep. And you can see here that, so this is conversations. Now you might create a new conversation, you might edit this one. I mean, if you want to do this, but we are already far time spent, so there's no need to go on to all of that, right? We are all done with this ad. We are even almost done with this ad, right? So you can see publish is not showing because there are certain things that I have not finished up. So maybe I might need to add a primary text and just try to reach. And I want you to add a description, and you want to describe the ad. I mean, whatever you're going to do, you're going to see the preview. You want to see, what do I type now? Buy two beautiful dresses, get one for free. I mean, this is not attractive enough, but off the top of my head, let's say that is what we want to use. So you see contact us as the call to action button there. You see so you see the headline, chat with us, which is not what is supposed to be there. And then this is the primary text, what is going to appear on top that people will read about the ad. The whatever. You see how it is appearing, right? The head of house, blah 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 blah. Whatever you want to type that makes sense as attractive to your audience, right? We might have to treat that some other time. So we have this advanced set of messenger on the customer level. That is saving. So let's wait for it to finish loading or finish saving. Or add edit save. So let's see the preview. So I think it's not. So usually after taking through all of this process, this publish button should appear, right? But it should pop up that you should publish the ad, but you have to fund your account to publish an ad. So that once you start running, you don't have a problem. You cannot hold Facebook anymore, right? So let's assume that this is the ad preview.
Hello,
you can see. Yeah, I can hear you. Hello. So I think the ad is going to have a placement problem on this particular platform. So you might want to go and turn it off. I might go back here and turn it off. Anywhere that you feel like it's going to have problem, and turn it off. Right? Let's say want this ad not to show on Messenger. It's going to change some of the setup. Change. Oh, it has changed.
So let's put this back. Again, let's put 30th of October, not too long. Put 7th of October. Choose advantage plus placement. So let's select the manual placement now. Let's see how it's going to display. Messenger is out because we have ticked it out. And you can see all of this. Go back to the next again. Might have to do some little more setup, but this is how basically you run your ad, right? And you hit on the publish button when you and publish the ad. What's this? People, you can ask your question. Complete my location
Okay.
panel.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. While we were working on this ad, there is a part I saw block list. I be block something. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can remember.
Yes, I saw it.
And like that portion. I don't know if you can explain that part. Like, what is it meant for? What do we need to block in our ad?
This
Because
block
they
list.
included it in our ad preparation.
You see, you can see you don't have any. I don't have any block list. I think that is a list of maybe you blocked people that you have blocked on your page, right? Maybe you don't want. What is this red thing coming up on my screen? You don't want them to see your ad, right? So that is where that blocked comes in.
Okay.
Oh, there is content selection targeting option that has been removed. People living in.
No, so, hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I have another question.
All right, ask.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you, ma.
Okay, because one time, okay, because one time I thought that there is a way you can, because when create an ad and they've marketed it, they made it public. So because of they don't want insultive comments, or they don't want, there's some kind of comment they will not want to accept in that ad. So I think there's a way they say.
Cannot hear you again, no.
So they will include it while preparing
I'm not hearing you. Your line is breaking up.
for the ad, so that when the ad, if you understand. Hello?
Your line is breaking up. I couldn't hear you. Can you hear me? Network is terrible, guys. So I don't know what are all these things coming up on my screen. Where all these jabba-jabba dey come out from?
Attendance, sir.
Yes, attendance. Okay.
I think
Sorry, let me get the attendance. I don't know if that has been sent to me. Okay, let me just check. Sorry. Hasn't been sent. Let me request for the attendance. Favor, I think you might have to ask your question later on because the network is so bad that I cannot hear you. I don't know what is marking on my screen. Where these red markings are coming from, I need to check it out. Yeah, they should be Mama Fly. Right, so this is like the major way to set your ad and all of those stuff. And the publish button is supposed to be coming up. Let's this ad. I'm not on it, but let's leave it on. And I think there are certain things that I might have done that are not yet completely okay. Let me see. I'll just go back. Single video. Advantage plus. So I've requested for the attendance. They should send it. But is that the aside favor?
Hello, sir.
Okay, okay. She was asking about comments. Okay, go on, favor. I can hear you now.
Okay. I just came back.
Okay.
I think I was told. I had that there are some comments that you can block comments in your art, so that some people will not come under your art and start saying offensive words.
Okay.
So I was thinking. Sir?
Go on.
I was saying.
Okay, that maybe that block. I don't know, maybe that block, because I was trying to look for, I don't know if it was mentioned earlier, maybe while I was trying to come back to the class. If there's a way we can include some comments, I was thinking maybe that block list or block something. Maybe there's a list of comments you can include there. So that when you publish your art, some people, even if some people come to your art to say offensive words, maybe something like scam, fake, all those kind of things that will drive customers away, it will not reflect, or they will prevent it. I don't know. I'm just asking, Cha.
You are asking now. This is a bad thing to ask. So look at this now. Okay, let's say we tap on create a block list. Let's see where it takes us.
Okay.
You see, learn about block list. Block list stops your ad from appearing in places you don't consider suitable for your brand. You can apply to Facebook in-stream videos, ads on Instagram, Facebook Reels, ads on Instagram Reels, Instagram profile and audience network. Block lists can include pages and profiles as well as apps. You can apply block lists to all or some of your accounts. Keep in mind that the more you block, the more you limit your reach. So it's important to find the right balance. So if you read that now, do you understand what that means? It means that you want to block your ad from appearing in certain places, right? Now let's say you want to create a block list. Upload the text or CSV file containing Facebook page or profile URLs, Instagram profile URLs, website domains, or app stores for audience network only. Each item should be on a new line, that not simple lists. You can include up to 10,000 lines if you don't have a file. So this means you want to block your ad from reaching certain places that you feel the ad should not get to, or that you don't want your ad to get to. Do you understand? Like you're saying, you don't want it to reach certain Facebook profiles, you don't want it to get to certain Instagram profiles. You just add the list. You see your Instagram profile URL, you copy the URL of that profile that you don't want the profile to see your ad, because you think you know that the profile is not suitable for your ad. Maybe the page will not the URL will not give you the result that you want, or they are insultive or somehow, just like you stated, right? That is what that block list means. So you create a block list for that. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
She's still there. Let me check for the attendance, because that one is very important. It's very, very important now. Let me see if I've been sent the attendance list. It's already long overdue. Sorry, Jim Lukman. I've requested for the attendance list, and we cannot end this class without you guys signing the attendance. So I don't know. I think today they have been I don't know, they have been so busy. The class even started late and all of those stuff. So let's just give Seifa a few minutes to come up with the attendance list, right? Well then. So Any other question? Okay, so the attendance link is here. If you check the if you check the comment section, you are going to attendance link. It's going to drop like 3 times.
There is
Please fill up the attendance from there.